So let's move forward to a confessional that we have. And I'm going to keep this one brief due to the fact that there's a conversation about Roblox that I was saying at the top of the show that we need to talk about. And that conversation is very, very vital. Again, if you have children that are on Roblox, this is something that you need to tune into, because I need you to see what is happening on the platform and some of the conversations that exist. But I do want to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see this confessional so that we could talk about it. So it says, I've officially submitted my resignation with a 2-week notice. My principal has been very supportive. She's encouraged me to prioritize my well-being and has even offered to be a reference for non-teaching opportunities in the future. However, HR has informed me that they won't accept my resignation or allow me to leave until a replacement is found. I'm concerned about what happens if no one is hired within those 2 weeks. I truly want to leave on good terms, especially since my principal has been so understanding, but navigating HR has been the most difficult part of the process.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Educators, read your contract. Know your contract. Say it with me. Read your contract. Know your contract. In the research and all of this, I don't know if you know, but there are some states that actually require 60-day notices. There are some states that could have your teacher license suspended. And there are some states that require you to pay due to a breach of contract. Read your contract. What's really sad is that you are seeing a bunch of educators that are leaving the classroom and are seeking other opportunities, and some educators that wish they could if they were able to have a guarantee. But unfortunately, it is so difficult. And unfortunately, we are seeing that educators are not being empowered with the right information or knowing how to advocate for themselves because they don't know the contract. They don't know the terms and conditions. I am someone that is going to continually advocate for the terms and conditions, which is one of the reasons why I am not doing the Roblox challenge that I originally said that I was going to do, because the way that I was going to do it was going to be in violation of their terms of service, because the policies have changed, which we'll get to in a moment. But as it relates to your teacher's contract, it is important to read your teacher's contract and to know how to advocate for yourself, okay? The fact that there are some states that actually charge educators for a breach of contract is wild to me, considering that we're not paying teachers the way that we should. And in the state of Florida, they are ranked 50th. Let me say that again. Maybe some people didn't hear what I said. Florida is ranked 50th in teacher pay. So meanwhile, the governor is around here saying that, oh, we're going to get these people to come into our schools and our schools are doing great. We are expanding school choice. We have a whole bunch of different options out here. And meanwhile, I just shared earlier that the Florida Education Association did a breakdown by school districts saying that there are thousands of students that will not be receiving an educator due to the staffing shortage. Hello. We we've been talking about this for quite some time now, and I just want to understand why people out here still with
you are fake news.
Why? Why? So I saw this confessional of this educator that is really trying to make this shift and is now having to explore their teacher contract and exploring the terms and conditions of their employment to make the decision that is going to work best for them. And I am sharing this to uplift this with y'all, with the folks that are watching live. I thank you. And the folks that are on the replay ministry, I thank you, because it's very, very important that folks have these conversations and know that different states are doing different things as it relates to our educators. And a lot of it is not equitable. A lot of it is not sustainable. A lot of it does not put the priority on our children. So if you would like to submit a confessional, you can do that on the website with Teaching for the Culture. And I will post the link so that you can have access to that. Or you can email us directly at receipts@teachingfortheculture.com. That's receipts@teachingfortheculture.com. And we would love to amplify and share your story, because it's a lot that's going on and we want to add voice to the things that are happening because it's vital. Your voice matters and we want to uplift it.